Hey guys, it's Yumi. Hello from Tokyo, Japan. Welcome to my channel. I guess most of you don't know who I am, and I find some English comments on my videos, so I thought maybe I should tell you a little bit about myself, do a little self-introduction, who I am and what I do. Okay, so my name is Yumi, and I run a little school called English Boot Camp in Tokyo. I teach English pronunciation and conversation to Japanese people. And most Japanese people struggle with pronunciation and listening, so my main focus is pronunciation. And I keep posting videos where I teach basics, like how to improve your pronunciation, how to get rid of your Japanese accents. So most of my videos are especially made for Japanese learners of English. That's why I don't put English subtitles. I don't speak English in my videos. And I get asked to teach Japanese, like, do you ever teach Japanese? And my answer is yes and no. I used to teach Japanese to English speakers or Chinese speakers, but I don't do that anymore. I'm just a little too busy with other stuff. Like I write English language materials, and recently I published this book. It's about English pronunciation, and it's called ネコろんで学べる英語発音の本. As you can see, there are a lot of cat stuff, inside the book. There are some cats. But this, it's nothing to do with cats, actually. It's about how to pronounce basic English words and the phrases. And I don't teach Japanese anymore, but maybe some of you are interested in learning Japanese, so I think I'm going to give you some useful tips for learning Japanese. And I think Japanese language is not that difficult in terms of pronunciation if you are native English speakers or native Chinese speakers, because Japanese language doesn't have much varieties of sounds like English does. I think the most difficult part about learning Japanese is honorifics. Honorifics, keigo or kenjogo, that's pretty unique to Japanese language, I think. And for example, if you are a student, you say, I'm a student in English, right? You put I'm a student in a written language, written English, and you say I'm a student. So there's no difference between written language and spoken language. Right? When you're talking to a 5-year-old girl, you still say, I'm a student, and you're speaking to your colleagues or somebody around your age, you say, I'm a student. Even when you're talking to the President of the United States, you still say, I'm a student. So you don't have a variety of saying a simple sentence, right? But Japanese is a different story. When you're talking to a 5-year-old girl, maybe you say, お姉ちゃんは学生だよ. And when you're talking to your colleague or, well, when you're talking to somebody around your age, you say, 私は学生. And when you're talking to somebody older than you or senior, you say, 私は学生です. So, in Japan, depending on who you're talking to or depending on the situation, you have to change how you speak. That's the difficult part. So how can you get used to this kind of Japanese culture? The best way and the easiest way, I think, is to read manga, Japanese comics. And because in comics, manga, it's all conversations. Right? So it's different from a written language. When you go to Japanese school or when you learn from a textbook, it's a textbook language, it's pretty different from the normal people speak. So manga is the best way and easiest way. Of course, watching anime is good, but I recommend reading manga, comic books, and don't pick up something like science fiction or fantasy, high fantasies or historical fiction, because people speak in a different way, right? So try to read something like a normal conversation, like maybe romantic comedies or basically drama. Okay, speaking or normal speaking. So that's what I recommend. And what else? Okay, so writing systems. Writing systems is also a difficult part about Japanese. We have 3 different writing systems: hiragana, katakana, and kanji, Chinese characters. So some people are pretty fluent in Japanese. They speak okay. They understand native speakers' language, native speakers' conversation okay, but reading and writing is a different story. So if you want to be able to read and write in Japanese, maybe you should work really hard. Especially if you're not a Chinese speaking person, you need to work on Chinese characters, kanji. That's the difficult part. But in terms of pronunciation, it's pretty easy. And when you read manga and watch anime, you get used to the way the normal Japanese speak, ordinary people speak. So 頑張ってください. Good luck on your Japanese study. And I'm sorry I don't speak English in my other videos, but hope you understand that my videos are made especially for Japanese people who are trying to speak English really hard and who struggle with English pronunciation. Okay, so maybe in the future I will create some videos for non-Japanese speakers, but I don't know. Okay, so thank you for watching and I hope to see you soon. Bye.